What's going on, everyone? Forsaken Reaper here with a old. Wait, this is the wrong thing. Alright, hey everybody, it's me, Forsaken Reaper here, and I've got an old Supreme Commander 2 replay, where myself, Michael2274, and Nicky Gabes all tried to take on a, I think it was a hard bot or something. One of the more difficult bots. He was the green people. Michael was the UFC or UNC or whatever it is, or UEF I think it is, and Nick and I were the red people, whatever they are. And we did it this way. We figured there's three of us, so and it's a naval map, so if we all focused on one branch, like complete focus on one branch, we could overcome this hard bot. There's three of us. So Nick was to focus on the air, Michael was to focus on the whatchamacallit, the ground, the land forces, and I was focused on the Navy. And the reason why I chose these people for the Navy is because they have the the ships with the legs. Holy crap, that was some crazy lightning. Holy guacamole. Either way, this bot pretty much went air. I'm not sure if we said that or not, but let's speed it up, and I'll bring you guys back when some action happens. Alright, so right off the bat, everyone, he sends some scouts out to probe, and sends 2 planes in. Luckily, my ship caught wind of these planes, so I was able to build an anti-aircraft tower in time, and thus we were able to defeat his first air little sortie. But I'm not sure if this thing's gonna shoot or not. Probably should. Yep, there we go. And then it crawls because it's got the legs there. So I've already essentially defeated his forward infantry probes. And we got Nick with the air fighter bombers coming in, and so far it's looking pretty good for us. But he has an unending wave of planes. And as you can see, he's already got 2 factories down and a land factory, and quite the force. However, we're starting to build up. Michael's building the infantry factories. These air defense towers, while useful, have sort of drained my supply of mass, so it's harder to build more units. I got a land factory also, just in case, just for some insurance, because Navy, it's not like there's too much you can do with that. Michael2274's got his 4th one up. Nick's got 3 air bases, and we're starting to assemble in the corridor, the little neck there. Bring you guys back in a sec. Alright, everyone, a key thing about the green people is that their land units can levitate on the water. They can hover over the water, which makes it very crucial. They don't have to. They're not limited to going to through the main landway. However, with my ships, I can sort of curtail that. But as you can see here, they've sort of broken through there a little bit, but not too much. I've got enough adequate air defense, and we're starting to assemble our forces for a big push. But as you can see, he's already got shield generators. He's got a sizable home army. Those are just the forward probes that we're facing, and he's expanding greatly. And he's got a lot of resources for him oneself. We have to split all these resources, sort of curtailing each of our own. But he gets all that for himself. However, even still, we're sort of pushing him back. We're not even pushing him back. We're holding the high ground, if you will. We're holding the corridor, the important part. But his aircraft still roam free through the far reaches of the lake. But as you can see here, he's sending quite the fighter squadron. And but looks like Nick's in pursuit, and he's doing some damage, quite some damage. And then they run into my ships here. And it's just game over for him, pretty much. Look at them all crashing there. Wow, that was a lot that went down. Wow, that was cool. I got a lot more of these replays if you guys want to see them. I'll definitely be having a few more up. But we're assembling our army. I'm bringing you guys back when something important happens. Alright, everyone, let's cut this down a little bit. We were doing a little bit of forward probing, taking on his mass. We killed an engineer of his, but he's sent a response, and he's building another air factory there. And you can see his home base is very beefed up. A lot of shield generators. He's building a nuclear missile silo. I didn't even see that before. But we're advancing. We've decided, you know what, it's time to start laying waste to his base a little bit here. I sent up my sort of expandable loyalist troops to meet his, and came into a fierce combat with his forces. I wasn't really paying too much attention, but well, more lightning in the real world. But he just sort of lights these guys up. But it gives us, I destroy his mass thing, and we know the knowledge that he has forces right there. As you can see, Michael 2274's got quite the squadron of rockheads rolling up. I've got the coastline covered with these awesome Selim class destroyers that walk. However, this is where it sort of gets a little hairy. An anti-aircraft turret mixed with the aircraft. It's going to be bloody. So let's just speed it up a little bit. And plus, it's got anti-aircraft on the ground. And we're sort of uncoordinated in our assaults. Like, I sent out my troops, they got destroyed. Nick sent in his dudes, which got there first and are still up and kicking, but they're taking losses. And Michael 2274 is just getting on the ground now, but he's defeating the initial forces with ease. However, he has no anti-air, so he's very dependent on facing the ground forces. His objective is to destroy all the ground forces, but he's getting strafed from above, and he's taking some heavy losses from that enemy infantry position, or enemy infantry tower, while that shield generator is really slowing us down. But we destroy it. Michael 2274 destroys it. All the rest of us are destroyed. However, Nick's got a sizable force there again, but all of Michael's forces were destroyed. We destroyed that air factory, but at a great cost. They cut back to counter-strike and fall right into our forward troops. Now we've got gunships that can only attack the ground, but we destroy that revenge force that was supposed to exploit that. And as you can see, Michael 2274 is really building up here again. He's got missile launchers, he's got rockheads, he's got anarchists, which are anti-aircraft guns. Man, it's a big storm out. Just like there's a big storm brewing in here. As the enemy sort of short on troops. I mean, we could have really pressed our advantage here, ended it quick. But we felt that like we had sort of spent our resources, even though we had that, and we were just gearing up for another one. I had both coastlines covered, as you can see here. But wow, that's a lot of damage in one strafing run.
Strategic launch detected.
And then this happened. A nuclear missile he launched. We did not see this coming. 17 minutes in, there's a nuclear missile. Goes past that. We know it's coming towards our home thing, and I think I know where it's headed. Can't quite remember. Yep, it was headed to Michael's base. Take him out. The nuke comes down. Boom! He just got out of there in time. And there goes his base, with the exception of 2 infantry. So we're like, holy crap, we gotta go!
Strategic launch detected.
And then it came again. It gave no break, no respite. It was a merciless thing. So we were just in panic mode, sending our forces forward like, go, go, go! And the nuke comes, and you know it's headed to Nick's base now. He's got a lot of troops, and another one. I didn't know there was. Yeah, I remember now. Right on the air factories. He's had to send his commander away, and then we've got another one coming, but not at me, surprisingly. But I mean, he's just showing no mercy. We engage his forward troops, but we can just check another. He sent another one for insurance in the exact same spot, just completely annihilating that. And so we sort of sent our battle group. I've got this executioner class battleship that we're pretty confident we can take him out. I mean, we destroyed his forward bases, or his forward troops. We're destroying his forward bases. We got a huge army. And honestly, we're just raining hell from the sky here. I mean, look at all these missiles. However, we're not coordinating our attacks. And again, another strategic launch. So this dude is just popping off the nukes. He's just not giving a shit. And Nick sort of went ahead to try and take that down, but sort of got caught in some anti-aircraft fire. Very ferocious, and we're sort of on our own. And he did a quick launch, right? Oh wait, oh yeah, that's right. I remember this one. There's so many nukes, I can't keep track. And another, damn, I didn't know there was this many. I think this one was finally at my base. I hate to take away from the action there, but we're sort of plowing through. But Nick's air force is essentially destroyed, unfortunately. So, and it's oh, there goes my base. And so it's sort of up to Michael and I now. Nick did his part, but he's just got slaughtered up there. He's got too much shields, couldn't do it on his own. And so we destroyed that forward base. We're like, we got to get this nuclear thing. Another nuke popped off. Another one right at me, destroying our base. And another one in the exact same spot. It's just kind of ridiculous how many nukes he's got. I sent in a core fleet, 3 battleships, 1 aircraft carrier. But we get up to the base here, and we're sort of stuck. I mean, he's got so much crap right in there. We can't get to all the the important stuff. He's got all these shield generators, all these nuclear defense, nuclear missiles, and all this. We can't even find his commander. I can't even. Where is it at? I don't even know where he is at. Right there. But there's so much stuff that in my battle fleet is just destroyed because I got way too close. I didn't realize that for whatever reason I got way too close. And Michael's just charging headlong into there, trying to find and destroy as much stuff as we can. But he shoots off another nuke, for God's sake. But my fleet is annihilated, basically, for all intents and purposes. Michael's getting worn down by the land turrets and stuff. But we got another one here, aiming to destroy my naval capacity, or not. I guess not. I should have watched more closely where the nukes were. But all our bases are devastated. This is our last hope. So and with that, boom.
Strategic launch detected.
He's popping off another nuke. I thought there was only like 4. But we're basically destroyed here. I mean, I've got my battle fleet here for another push, but no one has any factories. Nick's hit again with another nuke. Michael just got his mass up. He's only got 2 factories. I only got 2 naval factories. I don't even know where my commander's out in the ocean, hiding. And that bid for victory failed pretty miserably, with the last battleship falling. And even though he doesn't have a superb amount of troops, he's got enough defenses where he can look at that. He just sort of made it a maze where we couldn't destroy all the defenses. It wasn't a traditional wall or anything. Michael's just sort of sending up those meteor launchers or missile launchers. But as you can see, he's got 2 sub bases over here that are also helping him out. Experimental air stuff, all that, and he's already rebuilding his base. So that was all those men died for really nothing. Another nuke on me. And so we don't know what to do. That's right. I remember that he built a mass thing on Michael's thing, and he's just starting to build just crap closer and closer to us. I'm sending in my carrier strike fleet because I think these things are pretty badass. Pardon my French, but I mean these things are just awesome. So like, you know what? It's up to me. I gotta do this. Michael's out. Nick's out. It all comes down to me. I'm thinking that his air force and his land force is crippled, and I get stuff from the aircraft carrier there. Little do I realize how wrong I am, as even though it's not a superb amount of troops, it's enough to really take down my battleships, because they're not like super powerful. They're not as awesome as I thought they were, and with their upgraded air and land troops, they're just starting to cut them down. Already 1 goes down. Other 2 are relatively unharmed, but that's about to change. And it's just a constant flow. It's not a big wave that's destroyed with a giant meteor. It's a constant flow of damage, and as you can see here, they're being worn down more and more. They're getting close to the base, but at what cost? Another one goes down, then all eyes are turned on the last one, and then that one just goes way too quick. It falls. So all I got in my navy is my aircraft carrier. It's got an engineer coming up right up to my base. We have no base. We're desperately trying to build nukes. Nick's rebuilding over here, that's good, but his things are a stone's throw away from the enemies. And Michael's building some reinforcement or research stuff to try and get some nukes as well. That's the only thing we can hope. But even with that, he's got nuclear defense, so it's not really gonna matter, or so we think. Pretty much, yeah. But I mean, he's just building stuff right there. Oh, he's upgrading his ACU too. I forgot about that, because he likes to do the thing where you like do an escape pod and get the head thing. But again, he's just building a massing right behind our lines. Not like anyone cares. But he sends down another nuke. Boom! And ruins everything. Again. So we're just sort of desperate. We don't know what to do. And then another nuke comes. And this one is on the same spot as usual. I like how he just sends the nukes on the same spot, just to be sure. Or relatively same spot. Stone's throw. But in the event, it's an even better place because it destroys all the air factories, so we can't even get any troops out. Now he's got this Michael 2274 really loves artillery. He loves defenses and artillery. So we're all like, all right, you know what? We gotta get together and like form a base, pool our resources and such. But another nuke comes, and as you can see, his army is way too big for us to stop now at our current position. With all these nukes he's freaking launching on us, jeez. He's sending in an invasion force to finish us off. But and that's when I finally realized, let's build, after the 6th or 7th nuke, let's build nuke defense. But unfortunately, It's not quick enough. And boom! Nick's almost dead. Oh, ooh. He's very dangerously close to being dead. And here comes the invasion. Michael tries to take it out, but those turrets are more than a match for him. And that's when we're like, we are screwed. There's no way. I'm rebuilding my navy up here. I've got quite a force, but it's starting to look pretty bad. Starting to look very bad. Michael's under attack. He can't even. His artillery's done, but it's being destroyed quicker than he can build it.
Strategic launch detected.
Another nuke is fired. He gets the artillery, which is a good idea. He's got a lot of shields and stuff. Probably too much shields for it, but it's a good idea. But I mean, he's invading it. He's got a UFO. There goes his artillery. Michael 274 has been defeated. Nick's caught in the crossfire there. Nick's defeated. So now it's all up to me, and I'm dangerously exposed. I am right on the front line here, folks. And there's a nuke just with my name on it. I said my fleet, I'm like, go, get the fleet. But in vain, I tried to build a nuclear defense, and I'm like, I'm booking it. I'm out of here. Got a UFO fighting my stuff there. But boom! He kills a lot of his planes there, but boom. That's pretty cool right there. UFO fighting ships. But the nuke gets me, the gunships get me, and we lost to the hard bot, or extremely hard, or whatever it was. Didn't stand a chance. We had a chance, we had a possibility, but we squandered it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Look for more stuff soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.